morning, both. Good morning to you too. Today, well, it's going to be mild. It's a mild start and it will remain so as we go through the course of the day. But the other thing is there will be a lot of cloud around and it's also going to be rather blustery. Now you can see how extensive the cloud is here on the satellite picture, and some of that is producing some drizzle and also some rain. We've had quite a lot of rain actually across western Scotland as we've gone through the night, some of that getting into Northern Ireland as well. And in western facing coasts and hills, with all this cloud coming in, it's dank and we'll see some further showers as well. But move to the east in the shelter of the hills, so eastern Scotland, east of the Pennines, northeast Wales, we could see temperatures today get up to 16, 17, even 18 degrees. But generally we're looking at 10 to about 15. Now, as we head on through the evening and overnight, we hang on to the rain inland with further rain coming in across western areas generally. Push further east, still a lot of cloud, some clear skies coming into southern areas, and a temperature range 9 to 11 degrees. I'll have a lot more weather in half an hour, including telling you where some of us may well see some snow before the end of the week.
Oh, wow.
Morning, everybody. You're quite right, Dan. Yes, there's some snow in the forecast. A lot of it will be on high ground, but in Shetland, we could see some of that getting down to sea level overnight on Wednesday, for example. So let's crack on. What we have today is a lot of cloud around. It's a mild start, it's going to be a mild day, and it's also fairly blustery. You can see that just by looking at those isobars. Now, it's been raining steadily across western parts of Scotland. There's more rain to come as we go through the day, so the rainfall totals here it's starting to mount up. That rain also affecting parts of Northern Ireland, and with all this cloud around and a southwesterly wind, what you'll find is in western areas there's quite a bit of murk as well, some mist and fog on the coasts and hills. Travel further east in the shelter of the Grampians, across the shelter of the Pennines in the east, northeast Wales again. Here we're likely to see the cloud break up and some sunshine come through, and if that happens we could see temperatures getting up as high as 17 or 18 degrees. But generally speaking we're looking at 10 to about 15. Now, as we head through the evening and overnight, we still will have a lot of rain across western Scotland. Again, the rainfall totals really mounting up, and then the rain becomes ensconced too across the Northern Isles. Rain coming in across Northern Ireland, getting into Wales and the southwest, and still quite murky because we still are in that southwesterly airstream. Temperatures overnight, well, look at that. They'd be good by day at this time of year. Then as we head into Wednesday, well, this weather front here is going to signal a bit of a change because as it sinks southwards and eastwards, taking its rain with it, colder air follows on behind in some eastern areas, and then in comes the rain, moving from the west to the east. Still a lot of rain across skies and a fair few showers, but temperatures will start to dip a touch. Now I'm going to pause here for a second because overnight Wednesday into Thursday, remember the cold air is feeding in? Well, this is when we're likely to see some snow. So if we look at the air mass chart, here's all the blues indicating it's turning colder Wednesday, later on in the day in the west, then overnight and into Thursday. Look how the blue penetrates much of this chart. So the cold air will bring some snow into Shetland down to sea level, the far north of mainland Scotland down to about 250 to 300 metres when we'll start to see it accumulate. And then we've got high pressure building in during the course. And also with this northerly wind, we'll have some gales down this east coast as well. So as well as sunshine, it is going to feel cold because the wind will take the edge off those temperatures. So although it might say 4 in Aberdeen, it will feel colder than that. Temperatures not quite as low in the south, but still there will be some wind chill. And then later in the day, another weather front's going to come in across Northern Ireland. For a time it will engage with the colder air. We could see some snow in the hills in Northern Ireland in the evening, but then it's all over because temperatures pick up once again on Friday. Lou and Dan.
Carol, thank you very much. Thank you.
Pleasure. Right, Dan. Yes, good morning, everyone. And that Hurricane Iota was a Category 5, the largest size of category you can get in terms of hurricane. It only dropped by 5 miles an hour, which when it made landfall made it a Category 4. But back at home, it's much quieter. There's a lot of cloud around, as you can see from our picture of Edinburgh from one of our weather watchers. And across the UK, there is extensive cloud cover this morning, but it's mild. and it's breezy, and some of us have some rain, more notably across western Scotland, but some of that getting in across Northern Ireland through the day, and quite a lot of murk across western areas. The cloud coming in on this southwesterly breeze, producing some showers and also some drizzle as well. Now it's going to be a blustery day, but if you're in the shelter of the Grampians, the Pennines or North East Wales, for example, your temperature in any sunshine could get up to 17 or 18 degrees, but generally we're looking 10 to about 15. As we head on through the evening and overnight, the rain continues to fall across western Scotland. Those rainfall totals really mounting up. There is the risk of some localised flooding. And across the far north of Scotland into the Northern Isles, again here too, some persistent rain. And that rain across Northern Ireland getting in eventually to western parts of Wales and southwest England. Still a murky night, especially in the west, but another mild one. So tomorrow we start off with some brightness in some eastern areas, but this band of rain is going to be there'll also be some sunshine, but there will also be some showers. And one thing you'll notice is the change in the wind direction. So the wind in the north of the country coming from more of a northerly direction, whereas still we're in this westerly flow as we push further south. And that heralds the change because through the day in some western areas, temperatures are going to go down. And on Thursday, overnight, in fact, on Thursday, it's going to be cold and there will be a significant wind chill, but it's not going to last. Temperatures will pick up again on Friday. Lou and Dan.
Topsy-turvy, isn't it, Carol? Thank you.
Very much. Absolutely right, Lou. Yes, good morning both. Good morning to you too. Today there's a lot of cloud around, as you can see from this lovely Weather Watchers picture from Norfolk, and it's also going to be breezy, but you will notice it's mild. It's mild at the moment and it's going to stay that way through the day. We've seen a lot of rain across Scotland through the course of the night, some of that getting into Northern Ireland. It should dry up with just some cloud and drizzle for Northern Ireland through the course of the day, but the rain will persist in western Scotland, and all this cloud will continue, murky conditions with some showery outbreaks of rain across Wales as we head through the afternoon. So murky in the southwest, one or two cloud breaks in parts of the south, but as you can see there is a lot of cloud around. North East Wales favoured for some cloud breaks, as is parts of North East England, but we could see the odd one in Northern Ireland and also across North East Scotland, but the rain persisting. Now temperatures up to about 15 degrees, but where we've got the cloud breaks in North East Wales, North East England and North East Scotland, we could indeed hit 16, 17 or even 18 degrees. Through this evening and overnight we hang on to this rain across western Scotland, some of it pushing up into the far north, and then we've got more rain coming in from the west. Once again, a lot of cloud around. Like today, it's going to be blustery through the course of the night, but look at those temperatures. They would be better by day than by night. We don't expect this kind of level at this stage in December. Now what's going to happen tomorrow is this weather front will cross us, then we see colder air coming in, and as Lou alluded to, across for example Shetland we could have some snow down to sea level, and across the north of Scotland accumulating 250 to 300 metres Wednesday night. So there is certainly snow in the forecast, but it won't last. After that it's going to be milder again on Friday. Lou and Dan.
Thank you.
You too. Well, I'm going to start off by showing you this beautiful Weather Watchers picture because it gives you an idea of what many of us will see today, a lot of cloud. This is Dorset, of course. So it's a cloudy day ahead, extensive cloud at that. It's breezy, but it's mild start to the day, and it's going to continue to be so. But all these isobars tell you it's also blustery, and we've got weather fronts coming in from the west, and that's also telling you that we're looking at a fair bit of rain. We've seen a lot of rain actually already this morning across western parts of Scotland and also into Northern Ireland, with some spots elsewhere. The cloud really in the west is producing murky conditions, some dampness, some drizzle coming in on this southwesterly breeze, and you can see the extent of the cloud cover, but the brightest skies will be in the shelter of the mountains, so northeast Scotland, northeast England and also northeast Wales. Here we could see temperatures 17 or 18 degrees, but widely we're looking at 10 to about 15. Now through this evening and overnight we hang on to all this rain across Scotland, some of it moving northwards where it will become ensconced, and with those rainfall totals we could start to see some issues with localised flooding. More rain too coming in to the west. But look at those temperatures. These temperatures will be good by day at this time of year as opposed to by night. It is going to be mild. Now as we move through tomorrow, this weather front coming into the west will continue its journey moving eastwards. Again, another blustery day, and then behind it, it's a cold front. It's going to turn colder. So a lot of cloud to start the day. first thing tomorrow. The rain advancing from the west towards the east, still remaining across the north of Scotland. And behind that band of rain, it's going to turn colder. Temperatures will actually dip through the course of the day. Look at the wind direction, coming from a northerly direction in the north, but a westerly in the south. So the south still hanging on to the milder conditions. But if we look at the air mass chart showing the temperatures, so we get the colder blues coming in during the course of Wednesday and through Thursday. We've got a northerly wind, and it's going to be windy first thing in the morning with potentially gales down this east coast. Overnight Wednesday into Thursday morning, we could even see snow at sea level. You did hear me saying snow across Shetland and above about 250 metres in the far north of Scotland. So we start off with gales across eastern areas first thing in the morning. There'll be some ice to watch out for in Scotland. A lot of dry weather around though. The wind easing through the day, but the cloud building out towards the west, heralding yet another change. So these are our maximum temperatures. What a drop. And don't forget, with the wind chill added on, well, it will feel colder than those temperatures suggest. But as we move from Thursday into Friday, we've got more rain sweeping in, and the temperatures will get back into the mild category once again. So it's short-lived. Dan and Lou.
It is.